So now it gives me great pleasure to call upon Tony Silberman, the Vice Chairperson, and Ruben Friedman, the spokesperson, to begin the awards portion of this evening.
Good evening, and welcome on behalf of the Canadian Race Relations Foundation, my co-host Ruben Friedman, and the jury panel of this year's Award of Excellence. This is really my favorite part of the conference because it provides an ideal opportunity to transcend root causes, fear, and debilitating manifestations of racism and racial discrimination, and pay tribute to those individuals and organizations who push the envelope, who, with passion, dedication, and foresight, envision and implement programs and policies of immense creativity in order to foster positive race relations on a local, regional, and national level.
Puisque le Canada fait toujours face à des questions de racisme, il est essentiel que nous célébrons les succès de ceux qui font des efforts de créer une société plus inclusive. Le dîner de ce soir et l'attention qu'on a pu y attirer jettent une lumière sur tous les efforts qu'on a fait dans l'année passée pour promouvoir des relations raciales positives en mettant en vedette les meilleures pratiques de programmes qui démontrent une innovation, un clair plan pour l'avenir. Il est très important qu'on reconnaisse les efforts de ces compagnies, de ces organismes et des groupes et institutions. Les prix d'excellence font partie intégrale des efforts de la Fondation canadienne des relations raciales pour reconnaître les meilleures pratiques. Les meilleures pratiques sont jugées selon leur capacité de démontrer et de faire preuve de stratégies et d'initiatives dont les qualités essentielles sont le succès, l'impact social, la durabilité et le potentiel pour l'avenir.
The submissions, of which we had an unprecedented number this year, spanned the country and represented many demographics. The jury panel considered each one according to a rigorous set of criteria and agreed that it was no easy task to make a selection. Each was impressive in its design and masterful in its execution. We hope that the resulting best practices reader, which highlights all of the submissions, will serve as a valuable resource for you in the work that you do, and we encourage you to continue your efforts and share them with us so that your initiatives will form an integral part of the best practices reader in 2 years' time when we once again host the Awards of Excellence. My late husband, despite having lived with, or perhaps because he lived with ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, for 21 years, was a pathological optimist for whom the glass was always full. He was also an ardent, passionate community advocate who taught me the blessings of giving back. One of his caveats and frustrations, however, was the phrase, "There are those who choose to curse the darkness rather than light a candle." And there is no fear of that here. We are so grateful this evening to sit in a room full of people who choose to light the candle of hope, passion, and commitment to a better Canada.
Nous voulons offrir nos félicitations les plus sincères à ceux qu'on va reconnaître avec des prix d'excellence et avec des mentions honorables. Il ne faut pas oublier non plus qu'on est fiers de tous ceux qui ont œuvré à contribuer à créer un climat dans notre société qui fait valoir la dignité humaine, la justice, l'équité et le sens d'appartenance à notre pays.
Now on to the awards. I would ask that our fellow jurist, Madeline Ziniak, come and join us on stage for the presentations. I need a chair.
Where is he?
We are thrilled to announce that the first award of excellence in the Aboriginal category goes to the First Mile Connectivity Consortium for their First Nations Innovation Project. Across Canada, many rural and remote First Nations communities lack access to affordable and adequate internet connectivity. Inspired by decades of work undertaken by Indigenous peoples to take ownership and control of information and communication technologies, and working together through the Consortium Association, they mobilized research and community stories housed on their website and informed by decades of research through the First Nations Innovation Project. Along with communicating these successes and challenges to the general public, their aim is to leverage public hearings to present evidence and ideas generated in partnership with the relevant communities to inform policy and regulatory frameworks to better support the self-determined development activities already being undertaken by First Nations communities and technology organizations. And I would call upon Rob McMahon to accept the award.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't have anything prepared. I just wanted to thank everybody for this award, and also to say that I'm receiving this award on behalf of the full organization, which is a team of researchers and First Nations organizations. So we have the First Nations Technology Council in BC, the First Nations Technical Services Advisory Group in Alberta, Kiiwetnik Okimekong Tribal Council in Ontario, the First Nations Education Council in Quebec, and the Atlantic Canada First Nations Help Desk. So I really wanted to say that this award is, I might be up here, but it really is celebrating their work and the work of the communities that they work with and have been working with for decades now. So thank you very much.
As you can appreciate, the community category was particularly difficult because of the plethora of worthy best practices initiatives. But the award goes to the Friends of Simon Wiesenthal Center for their remarkable Tour for Humanity initiative. T4H is a unique educational initiative designed to inspire and empower Canadian youth to raise their voices and take positive action against hate and intolerance. It comprises a 30-seat, wheelchair-accessible, mobile human rights education center which brings educational workshops directly to students, educators, and communities across Ontario. Born of the need to reach all corners of the province with the message of tolerance, respect for diversity, and the importance and value of human rights, this interactive and empowering learning environment engages young people in positive discussion on equity, inclusion, freedom, and democracy. Note to self, they bring the trailer next time. I call on Abi Ben Lolo to receive the award.
Can you tell him to speak for 2 minutes?
Well, they asked me to make a brief speech.
I said if you could.
If I could, well, okay, so it's optional.
No choice.
Well, we want to thank, the Friends of Simon Wiesenthal Center does want to thank the Canadian Race Relations Foundation for honoring us. We value this honor. We take it quite seriously and responsibly. We believe that, like all of you here, we have a hand in creating a better world for us all. In Hebrew, there's 2 words called tikkun olam, which is repairing the world. And that's what we believe that we have a hand in after enduring the lessons of the Holocaust, that we could take the lessons of anti-Semitism and intolerance and try to go out into the world and ensure that it never happens to anybody from any faith, from any group, any walk of life. And that's really the message of our organization, the Simon Wiesenthal Center. So we want to thank you all for presenting us with this award. It means a great deal to us. We're greatly appreciative on behalf of 30,000 members of the Friends of Simon Wiesenthal Center. Thank you.
Alors, comme Tony a mentionné tout à l'heure, il y avait beaucoup de soumissions qui étaient très fortes dans la catégorie des efforts communautaires. Ainsi que le panel a déterminé qu'il y aurait 2 autres programmes qui méritaient une mention honorable. Le premier organisme auquel on accorde une mention honorable, c'est l'organisme Central Alberta Refugee Effort pour leur programme de sensibilisation du public. Le programme de sensibilisation du public, lancé en 1995, vise à éduquer, à sensibiliser et à motiver les communautés du centre de l'Alberta à être accueillantes et inclusives envers les immigrants et à éliminer le racisme et la discrimination. Le programme donne l'occasion au public de participer par le biais de principaux événements communautaires en partenariat avec d'autres organismes. Il offre également une formation sur la sensibilisation interculturelle et une autre sur la réponse de lutte contre le racisme auprès de plusieurs organismes du centre de l'Alberta. Un programme scolaire correspondant fait participer les étudiants et le personnel de plusieurs façons afin de développer des concepts de respect, d'acceptation et d'inclusivité. J'appelle Jan Underwood pour à venir au podium pour recevoir notre reconnaissance de mention honorable.
The honorable mention also, there were 2 honorable mentions in this category. The other honorable mention goes to the Young Women, Young Leaders Initiative of Equitas, International Center for Human Rights Education organization. Through a participatory process involving training, workshops, and community action, this program empowers young women across Canada from diverse backgrounds to take on leadership roles in countering discriminatory attitudes and behaviors and promoting inclusion, respect, and acceptance in communities. Young women of newcomer, refugee, racialized, and Aboriginal backgrounds have been inspired and supported in taking action for social change to challenge racism, inequality, and barriers to participation, to ensure that the voices so often excluded are heard. We would ask Ruth Morrison to come forward to receive this honorable mention plaque.
And do we announce this at the same time? What's her name?
Dee is one of our young women, young leaders, so I wanted her to come up and
Can it just stand on either side?
The young woman in the middle is one of the women involved in the program.
Dee Thomas.
Dee Thomas.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, judging by the initiatives that we saw within the education category, there is cause for much optimism with regard to the preparation of the next generation of leaders. So much so that the jury was compelled, for the first time in my recollection, they were compelled to designate 2 recipients for the Award of Excellence in this category. Voices into Action, an initiative of FAST, Fighting Anti-Semitism Together, is designed to educate Canadian young people about the dangers of intolerance, the hatred that has no place in Canada, and to not be a bystander. Directed to students in Canadian high schools, colleges, and universities, the curriculum teaches them to speak out and take action against racism, discrimination, anti-Semitism, bullying, and all hatred. The general public and adult learners can also access the 30 online resources at no charge. Since its inception, Voices into Action has reached over 390,000 students in 1,300 educational institutions. I would ask Nicole Miller to please come forward to receive the award on behalf of FAST.
First, I'd like to thank Canadian Race Relations Foundation for this great honor and being selected among so many other great organizations who do similar work. It is my privilege to work for FAST, that was founded by Tony Comper, who's the former CEO and president of the Bank of Montreal, and his wife Elizabeth, who sadly passed away 2 years ago. And in 2005, they founded FAST along with a coalition of other non-Jewish leaders, and they created the first program, Choose Your Voice. And I was hired by somebody in this room who I also have to thank. I hope he's here. Len Rudner, way in the back. I am grateful to you for the interview and being chosen at that time to distribute the first program for middle schools that reached over 2.4 million students in every province and territory. And that program, as I said, was aimed for grades 6, 7, and 8. And so the work continues because we discovered there was much need in high schools, and so Voices into Action was developed 2 years ago, and the number goes up every day. We know because teachers register. And you know, it's a very important mission for me and to carry forward in Elizabeth's spirit the sad cause to fight all intolerance and anti-Semitism, and hopefully we can make Canada help Canada continue to be a great place. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we start there.
Yeah. Everyone loves a good story, especially me. Historica Canada, through its Harnessing the Power of Personal Storytelling program, takes it to the next level. In this initiative, Passages Canada volunteers share the personal side of immigration, of cultural identity, and heritage online in their multimedia story archive and in person with schools and community groups. Depuis 2002, plus de 1200 conférenciers ont établi le dialogue avec plus de 350 000 jeunes et adultes sur la diversité canadienne et ils vont continuer à propager la compréhension et le respect de l'histoire et des valeurs canadiennes qu'ils partageons, que nous, au Canada, que nous partageons tous. Passages Canada a reçu l'aide généreuse du gouvernement du Canada et du groupe Banque TD. I call on Maimouna Gay to come to the stage to accept the award on behalf of Historica Canada.
I didn't have anything prepared, but I want to graciously say thank you to the Canadian Race Relations Foundation on behalf of Historica Canada and the Passages Canada program. Passages Canada started in 2002 with only about 50 speakers, and today we have over 1,300 speakers, one of which is Ruben here, actually. And our speakers go out to schools and community groups, and they share their stories of identity, of culture, of heritage, of being newcomers to Canada, adjusting to life in Canada, as well as refugee experiences. I'm a little tired. I'm actually just returning from Winnipeg this morning. We had a great panel event yesterday at the Canadian Museum for Human Rights discussing refugee experiences. So I want to say a big thank you from the storytellers, over 1,300 of them who continue to share their stories. Thank you.
Thank you.
As if 2 awards in one category weren't enough of a blessing, the jury also recognized with an honorable mention the efforts of the Vancouver Board of Education for their Engaging Immigrant Youth initiative. The EIY program works to help young newcomers navigate the education system, get the most from their experience at school, access resources in the community, and maximize opportunities for growth and community connections. In particular, It exists to provide targeted and specialized support to newcomer youth aged 15 to 19 who work through the settlement process while facing challenges to graduating before turning 19. Through weekly programming, workshops, and support, newcomer youth are encouraged to build peer connections, develop their skills, share their talents, and contribute to social change in the school and community through participatory leadership projects and personal goal setting. Would Jennifer Reddy, Yassira Miri, and Vicky Ma please come forward to receive the honorable mention?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now we come to the government or public sector, and we're delighted to announce that the recipient of the Award of Excellence in the Government category goes to the City of Montreal Professional Mentoring Program, le programme de parrainage professionnel de la Ville de Montréal. Le programme de parrainage professionnel de la Ville de Montréal s'inscrit dans l'engagement de la Ville de Montréal à poser des actions concrètes pour répondre aux défis et aux problématiques d'intégration en emploi des groupes visés par l'accès à l'égalité de l'emploi. Par des stages rémunérés de 6 mois, le programme répond aux besoins d'expériences canadiennes qualifiantes des nouveaux arrivants, prépare une relève de talents diversifiés pour la fonction publique montréalaise et sensibilise les milieux de travail à l'apport des travailleurs immigrants pour l'amélioration du service aux citoyens. Les parrains suivent des formations en coaching et en relations interculturelles et ont appris à respecter et à tirer profit de la diversité en milieu de travail. Please welcome Stéphane Patry and Nathalie Tellier pour recevoir le prix d'excellence dans la catégorie du gouvernement. Est-ce qu'il y a quelqu'un qui va parler?
Alors, merci beaucoup pour ce prix. Thank you very much. C'est une marque de reconnaissance qui est importante pour nous. Ma collègue Nathalie ici, c'est son bébé depuis 10 ans, ce programme. Et il y a eu des batailles à faire pour le faire grandir. Et ça nous donne de l'énergie pour les 10 prochaines années, parce qu'on est rendu à 10 ans, 430 stagiaires maintenant, beaucoup qui sont en emploi avec nous, des professionnels, des cadres maintenant à la Ville qui sont passés par ce programme. Donc, merci beaucoup. Thank you. Bonne soirée.
Bonne soirée. Merci. Merci. Merci de votre travail. Merci.
Is me?
Yeah.
There are, once again, 2 honorable mentions in the government category. In conjunction with Bow Valley College, the Calgary Police Service, excuse me, I'm allergic to Reuben, has initiated diversity education sessions, a series of intercultural competency training exercises. I won't play with you anymore. Conducted with their recruits. In recognition of the growing and diverse social composition of the City of Calgary, the Police Services and Bow Valley College proactively anticipated the need for law enforcement to be equipped with the resources and training to promote harmonious police-citizen interaction with Calgary's growing immigrant and newcomer communities. They mobilized their shared resources to equip new recruits and immigrant learners with intercultural and diversity competency skills to become community partners and allies, promoting intercultural competency and showcasing the benefits derived from diversity. Could Elsa Brooke please come forward to accept the honorable mention?
An honorable mention is also awarded to the Consensus Citizenship Education Project of the Saskatchewan Human Rights Commission. This initiative is premised on the belief that if we want to help children become responsible citizens in the future, we need to support educators today. La Commission a donc élaboré du matériel pédagogique prêt à l'emploi qui s'insère parfaitement dans le programme scolaire provincial actuel. Il ne faut jamais manger avant de faire des annonces. Ouais. L'objectif du projet d'éducation à la citoyenneté est de paver la voie à l'harmonie, du respect à l'empathie, de l'empathie à la compréhension, de la compréhension à la connaissance, de la connaissance à l'éducation et de l'éducation à l'harmonie. I'm pleased to call up Karen Materi to receive the honorable mention plaque. My mouth keeps on singing.
And Chief Commissioner Judge David Arnott.
It was Terry Myers, the chief educator. Congratulations, well done. Well done. Well done. Congratulations.
Okay, you can do this in English.
I'm so happy. So now we're drawing to a close. I'm feeling sad, but probably you're not.
For this category.
Yes, so we have a new category, the media category, and we decided that there was an organization that was doing significant work and that has a lot of potential. We want to award the honorable mention in the media category to CBC Radio-Canada for their development workshop for diverse creators. This training series is designed to help emerging content creators who identify as part of an Indigenous, disability, or visible minority community to sharpen their professional skills, expand their network, and bring new perspectives to the CBC. Through full-day workshops, participants are connected with CBC decision-makers and producers who provide guidance, tools, and resources to help participants develop their own plans for original programming. The ultimate goal
is to enhance and reflect the rich diversity of Canada, both through the CBC workforce and its programming. Would Nadim Basaria please come forward to receive the honorable mention plaque? OIBZ is due.
So I'd just like to point out that I am not Nadim Basaria. Nadim is the project manager that I work with. My name is Heather Boyce. Nadim is at home with a new baby girl. And Nadim and myself and a group of wonderful programmers and our partners in production put together this program, and we're very, very thrilled and flattered and delighted to be acknowledged by the CRRF. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
In the youth category, the honorable mention citation goes to Sunset Service Toronto Fellowship's Sunset Service Choir. A youth-led interfaith and intercultural community choir, the Sunset Service Choir showcases the diversity of, deepens the connections between, and builds greater acceptance for those groups most marginalized, using the media of music and performance in recognition of the power of music to shift people's attitudes and bring groups together through song. To date, the efforts of the choir have been directed towards its vision of connection among youth, people of color, LGBTQ persons, and people of faith, in the belief that they are all worthy of love and becoming their fullest and best selves. I'm pleased to ask David Lewis Pert, James Bailey, Diona Chatrice Dolabai, and Sonia Paris to receive the honorable mention on behalf of the Sunset Service Toronto Fellowship.
Thank you so much, everyone. If I can take this off the stand, that's okay. Amazing. So yeah, like the majority of our choir couldn't be here, but I just want to share a little something from God's Spell, if anyone knows that play. Yeah, I'm just gonna sing a little something. Out of the ruins and rubble, out of the smoke, out of a life of struggle, there can be a ray of hope, one pale thin ray, reaching for the day. We can build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city, not a city of angels, but we can build a city of men. Thank you so much. Thank you.